So short version, Daps is in for Rainwaker. He's also calling, and they're reevaluating everything because their plan was shit.
I don't think they're reevaluating everything.
Currently evaluating roles and configuration within the team.
Yes.
Isn't that like...
It's not, obviously it's not everything, but they are trying to figure out
out of that.
A bit. There's nothing that's inherently like missing. I think what the problem was, and I think the big crux of it was, Rainwaker, his jump from 500 to Liquid was massive. And I think it was a lot bigger than anyone expected. I don't think Rainwaker expected how hard it would be. I don't think the team expected how hard it would be. And I think overall it was just a really tough adjustment. And I think that's kind of how it's been. So they're looking to take this blast to figure out, like, Daps comes in, like, one, they don't expect that Daps is going to suddenly like be the new fifth. Like, he's not the new fifth. That's not how this is going to go. He's coming in for the event. They're just going to try and figure this out. And it's like, hey, if Ykinder's all of a sudden like, you know what, I can't do this IGLing anymore, that's potentially a route that they take. And I think what they're trying to figure out here is, like, can we live without Rainwaker? And that's my assumption is how they're going to work on it from people that I've talked to about this move.
So everybody you've talked to, basically Liquid thinks the only issue they have within the team right now is Rainwaker.
Not obviously, it's not just Rainwaker, right? Like, as we all can see, Ykinder's IGLing has had some issues. As we can tell, there's been a lot of like probably micro issues, not so much in the macro, but it seems like these decisions that happen in the game. The Pro League was obviously disappointing for how they finished, and I can't see them. They
did worse than Complexity.
They did worse. They did worse than Complexity.
They didn't make it out
Complexity
of any
had
groups.
an easier. I will say this: Complexity did have a little bit of an easier route, right?
Kind of. It was self-inflicted though.
Yeah, but like that's fine. But like they had to play VP twice. They played the Eternal Fire. The Eternal Fire loss is like probably an excuse.
What groups did Liquid make it out of?
Well, a year ago they finished second.
With what roster?
Literally a year ago with the American roster they finished.
Yeah, with an American roster. Yeah.
And it's been a very big drop, and I think that this has obviously been a very big concern.
I'm just simply looking at something right now. Hold on. So let's do.
What are you looking at? Should I just keep watching your stream?
Yeah, you could leave it muted.
You're just trying to look at stats.
No, I'm just looking at. No, I was gonna prove it something when we're just talking about Rainwaker. So yeah, Rainwaker problem, but I personally think there's a much bigger problem on Liquid.
What do you think that problem is?
Well, you were getting to it. Ykinder IGL doesn't work.
I personally don't think that
should have never been.
I think that he is far too good and too valuable. I mean, listen, he's smart. He's very smart. There's no denying that. But I don't think that he was built into the position as a player individually when he is supposed to be one of the best players in the world as a fragger, and all of a sudden he's being hampered by this IGLing. You lose what's
but he wanted
and
it. So
I know. And sometimes, listen, I'll say this very honest. Sometimes you have to tell players you're being stupid. You're going to hurt yourself, and you're potentially going to hurt this team. And I think that there's a lot of options that could have presented themselves. Now, if there were no good IGLs on the market, then maybe, but I don't know. I think that this is a bigger systemic issue for Liquid right now in the way that this team is performing. And I think that the sooner that they recognize that there need to be more changes role-wise, the better. I think this is the first step to potentially more changes.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, my God, this is the worst I told you so ever. Like what like everything that everybody else knew would happen, except for apparently Liquid, happened. They brought up a lower division player in EU who probably could be, who's not even that bad individually talented, but it's an international roster, man.
Yeah.
This isn't even like it's not like he's just doing his normal thing. This motherfucker's going elevated competition, speaking in a language he doesn't typically speak in a high pressure environment. You throw Patsy in there too. This was dumb as fuck. It was dumb. I don't want to go ahead and say that this was entirely stupid. I think that they had a plan. Don't worry. It definitely was really fucking dumb.
You
alienated your entire fan base, or one of the biggest portions of your fan base, to do what? To do what?
I think
And then you gaslit with a video saying you tried to do everything you could for NA. Get me out. No, you're not going to get to spin it for him. No.
I think that
try,
you let me
try.
talk.
I dare you to try. Go ahead.
Can you let me listen? I think I think that Liquid tried to take a very big risk with this roster. It did not work. It did not go through. And I think right now the best thing that they can do is identify what's not working and fix it. And I think if one of the problems is that Rainmaker is just simply not able to make that jump to where they need a player to be, then that has to be the solution. But the problem is it has to be made like now. And I think they're doing it right. They're making the decision now. And that is going to be critically important for this team.
Okay, I agree with you. It's an incredible risk, but for what? Like, why did you risk so much?
High risk, high reward. I mean, with the
high reward. What was the real? Okay, let's just say Rainmaker was perfect. Yes. What in the fuck were they gonna win, Ryan? Be honest. In this current form, let's just say Rainmaker wasn't a complete liability on the bomb sites he's playing. What event were they really going to win?
Say that he was replacement level to Nitro and or above. That's what he came in at.
Then guess what? This team would still be worse because Yakinder's calling and his individual level because of that is worse. You've made the team so you're still worse. Like
I think that it was a risk clearly when they were at the major. Listen, they made top 8. They made top 8 at the major when Yakinder was essentially calling. I do not think that is necessarily by accident. Right? You had to go with that assumption that with the Yakinder calling, this team could actually become good. What you've now realized over the last few months is that it hasn't worked. And this is probably one of the steps that they're taking. Now, I don't know if one of the other moves right now at this point is that they're going to be moving on from Yakinder IGL. I think that what they're doing is they're trying to evaluate everything. And it's very notable that DAS is coming in and being the IGL, right? If they were still confident, if they were still 100% confident in Yakinder IGLing, then Yakinder would still be the IGL for Blast, but that's not the case. So there's a lot of issues that I can see happening right now with this Liquid team as they're going to be in a little bit of flux. They are now going to start looking at players, but also like we're starting to see changes happen internationally as well, right? You're seeing a lot of Europeans are making moves. There are rumors abound of who's going out, who's coming in. So I think that now is the time. The market seems to be opening up again with the arrival of CS2, that as they look to retool, like they could pick up an American, and now's the time to come back to NA after realizing that it's not working and make the Americas RMR and make it once again to the major in Copenhagen. So there's I think that a lot of things are in flux, and I think a lot of options are on the board here. But what happens in the next, I'm going to say like 2 weeks, is going to be critical as to whether Rainmaker does stay on this team, because there is a chance. I've been told there is a good chance that he can come back onto this team.
What?
Yes, I know. It sounds crazy.
What am I listening to? Okay. You're saying that they had to give Yakinder the reins after the one run at the major? Like, bro, you realize that this is like, let me just look at secondary IGLers that were star players that have ever worked out. Let me look at my long list. Oh wait, there aren't any. In fact, look at Cloud9 right now. Holy fuck. Like, yeah, that one is
insane.
How many examples do we need? Liquid fucking was the one that did it before with Stewie, bro. How many examples do they need?
The Stewie followed. I know.
Bro, what do you mean? Like, we've done this song and dance before. What do you mean how we had to give him the reins? This is the one management that should have known better. You're out of your fucking mind.
Unfortunately, out of anyone, I think you are correct. They should have realized that this might not have been
they are literally the poster child for stop it. Like, stop taking good players and be like, yeah, you want to IGL first, bro? Like, it's not even that you're bad or unintelligent. You're taking a top 20 player and strapping them with the IGL role. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked.
Yakinder is better suited, I think, skill wise and the betterment to the team as a secondary caller. He needs to be even mid rounding.
No, like, that's usually what the secondary caller does, though.
And I think that it's clearly just hurting the team overall, and moving beyond that and getting a IGL, a dedicated IGL, a young IGL, someone that can actually work. It's gonna be a lot better. I mean, I don't know. Listen, Sticko's apparently on the outside of Apex isn't the worst guy, and his IGLing wasn't bad. I wouldn't hate that move if they looked at it and said Sticko coming in. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe this is a crazy idea.
Coming back to NA.
I never said that they were coming back to the net. I said they could come back to
you were creating the route for it.
I'm creating the route for it because I'm hopeful. But I think if there's anyone that is going to be a better upgrade for what they currently need, it would be Sticko. And I think Sticko would be a incredible addition if Apex and Liquid could come to some
How much do you hang out and like smoke the same things that the Liquid management smokes? Like just like out of curiosity, do you have like the same dealer? Like, do you guys just all hit up the same guy and just like huff the biggest amount of copium possible, like to try to find like the craziest shit that you could think of? Like, you really could have named so many people, and you fucking led with Stiko. Like,
I think I don't hate it though. I don't hate it. Do you hate it?
yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Give me your three. If you can name so many people, give me.
I can't name three. I don't know what they're gonna do. They shouldn't have done this to begin with. That's
well, then don't look at me and yell at me.
I'm only yelling at you because you're the one that fucking said it, all right? Remember, if you don't say it, like I can't criticize you. You know, just maybe don't say anything.
People that are saying Walco are that's not even.
Yeah, that can't. That one.
Walco needs another year.
Yeah, Walco isn't ready for that.
It's still a maybe.
You're just gonna have the Rainwaker thing with Walco, but he's just gonna be.
I mean,
I honestly don't know. They fucked this whole thing to begin with. The whole like configuration of the team is chalked. Like, I don't know what they can do. To be honest with you, this just seems like a clusterfuck. Like, but it's a clusterfuck of their own doing. They
took a risk. It didn't work out. They have to pay the price now, unfortunately. And Liquid management is beyond upset with how well that this roster's gone. They're like very not happy. Clearly, like no one is happy. No one is looking at this going like, oh well.
I'm gonna pull up that 10-minute video of them gaslighting me again, talking about how much they did for North America. I almost actually threw a hissy fit on stream. I'm always throwing a hissy fit.
I remember that. I think you messaged me and I got 10 minutes of the most authentic fl0m. I'm about to just throw bricks at windows I've ever like seen you.
That video was painful to watch, bro. I've never seen somebody so out of touch, and you would hope it wasn't from the one org that should not be out of touch. Honestly, give me Stewie back.
No, what are you saying?
Let's run it
what
back,
are you
dude.
Saying?
Let's get Stewie in here.
Why do you get to say the most ridiculous, stupid things in chat, and everyone agrees with you, and I try to give some sort of balanced view, and everyone just goes, "Shut up, Ryan, you moron!" Like, I'm watching chat right now, and they're all just like, "Yep, absolutely, 100%, 100%." They're like, "Let's go, Stewie. Let's do this."
Sure, let me unironically like look. Hold on.
I'm not doing this with you. I can't do this with you.
No. I'll actually be serious here for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me go to North America real quick. Let me just go down the list because I'm a visual person.
Where are you? Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, I just need to pull up the rankings so I can see like the NA teams real quick. So I'm chilling.
Someone saying just get Glaive. You know, I don't think that we need like Apex Junior Team rejects.
Dude, give him Bobby, dude. Let's go.
No, oh God, no.
Get Bobby in there, dude. Bobby will fucking.
Oh my God.
Oh man,
I guess is it Stanislaus time to come back?
Stan, let's bring it back, bud. It's time.
Oh my God, run it back.
With Daps. Dude, wait, think about it. After all this time, dude, Daps literally talked about this the other day. He was like, I have no beef with Stan because he wasn't the one removing him. It was everybody else. Then Stan just happened to come in. Imagine Stan and Daps combined.
I can't do this.
Think of the movie. This is a Disney movie. 100%. We could sell this script. We could sell it to Disney. 100%. Let's go 50-50. You know what? No, this is my idea. 70-30. You get 70-30. Think of the arc. The man that removed me from got me removed from every team.
My God.
And I'm now coaching him. And
it would be the Canadian team. Would it be Canadian? No, it would still be North American. But
yeah, Daps is coaching. Canadian. No, dude, I think actually though, Stan, it like throw his name in there. I'm not kidding. I think Stan could.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go fly my way out to LA, hop into the manager meeting? Hey guys, have you heard of this kid named Stanislaus?
You asked me to throw some names in there. I'm throwing a name in there.
I would like someone with more tier 1 experience in 2023 than Stanislaus.
That's fair, but in North America, I'll just take anyone with any tier 1 experience.
But again, you're just looking at North America. If you want Liquid to be good,
okay. If I want Liquid to be good, so wait, so Liquid to be good, Stiko is that's we're back.
He is the only one that came up, and he was the only one in me that seemed available because when you think about it, they're only Liquid is. It doesn't seem like Liquid, and given the current economic environment, they're going to go out and start.
Like, if we're gonna be poo, we might as well just commit to NA. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even think Seiko's bad. I just don't think he's gonna be what like if you're gonna make a roster work, you're just gonna kind of throw some shit at a wall and hope it sticks. Like, just at least have it be an NA team, because at least then that way you're not pissing off the fucking fan base you grew. Like, take a risk, fuck it, but like at least do one that doesn't totally hamstring you forever. Like, send it back with Stan. That's it. That's the move. Let me see who else we got. Dude, Bentley, it's your time.
Actually, though, let's do it. I'm down.
Bentley, let's go. It's pretty much Stan, or there's nobody else with even any tier 1 experience, really. So basically, conclusion is Liquid risks it all for Rainwaker, and
they didn't risk it all for Rainwaker. They risked it all for this European team. Patsy is working out. Rainwaker.
Patsy's working out. That's pretty bold, Ryan. Ryan, that's really fucking bold.
Dude,
like, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to have
I even like Patsy as a player, but you're just straight up fucking lying out loud if you're saying Patsy's working out.
Listen, I'm trying to be as positive as I can be.
The only things that are working are the 2 American players. That is the
which is I don't understand all the OC hate. Somehow OC continues to get hate here, and it's the craziest thing.
OC gets the most hate because every opera on every team that has high expectations, you have to be elite. OC is not elite. He's not elite, and that's okay.
Would you say he's above average?
I'd say every tier 1 opera that isn't total shit, which OC is not total shit, is a good opera. And they go through highs and lows, and when they stop those lows from being as low as they are, they become a different conversation of exceptional operas that we have. The nature of the gun, it's the most expensive gun in the game. If you miss a singular shot at this level, 9 times out of 10 you die. It is the nature of the weapon. If you're a little bit off and you're even a little bit slow, you're one of the most volatile positions in the game. That's why there's one. So yes, OC is going to continue to get hate, just like every opera that isn't like simple device. I mean, dude, I literally had to read chat today with people calling simple washed. You know what I mean? This happens to every opera of every single team. God. This is just the welcome to opping. This is your life now. Okay? And little Timmy ops on Mirage in silver, and nobody knows a single smoke, and they run out not throwing a single flash, and like opping is easy. That's just how it goes. But yeah, no, I would argue there is nothing working in the Liquid roster besides OC and Neff. Your aggressive rifler and Patsy is extremely hit or miss. He doesn't seem comfortable. Yakinder can't make the same impact while he's yelling. And Rainwaker's been a total flop, and that sucks. Like, I'm not trying to hate on people. It's just that is what happened. And they did all of this for what reason? Honestly, I have no fucking clue. They did all of this for what? I don't know.
I will continue to try to be as positive as I can about everyone in every situation here.
No, that's good.
If someone has to be positive, if someone is going to be here and be positive, it's going to be me. Damn it.
No, that's fine. I tried to be. Then I had to watch that YouTube video.
I would hope that Liquid can come back here, but I think that it's I don't necessarily know how long it's going to take them to get back to top tier for them. It's a hard path when you go from second at Pro League Finals of 2022 in the fall, and then second at World Finals 2022. You look at that roster and you go, it was Elysian Nitro, and what's going on here? And now it's just it's not there. It's not clicking.
I know. Imagine making the playoffs of every single event when adding a Kinder, and then completely blowing up that entire roster and changing every aspect of it.
It's
honestly flawless decision making all around. I look forward to what they do next.